Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Ferris Makes Emulators. This episode is going to be a little bit different. I mentioned on the stream that it was going to be a lightning fast stream and that we have some stuff to talk about. So let's just start getting to it. Today's stream is going to be a little different. We won't actually be writing any code, sadly, and I just kind of want to explain sort of where I'm at with this project and what's going to happen a little bit moving forward. And then that's what the stream will be about today. So let's just get into it. So basically, the last couple months for me personally have been kind of a period of flux. There's a lot of things that are changing in my personal and professional life, a lot of travel back and forth between a couple different places. And it's been really difficult for me to sort of stream consistently. And while you guys have been very supportive and it doesn't seem to be much of a problem anyway, still get like consistent viewership and stuff, that's really fantastic. For me, lacking a set schedule has actually been fairly stressful. And I think it's less than ideal to just have a stream where you kind of just spit out little bits here and there. And I don't think that that's the stream that I want to be doing, and I don't think that that's what's best for what I think this project could be. So I think, like, for me personally, I need to start sort of making some tough decisions and prioritizing things a little bit more, and prioritizing things a little bit more in terms of like myself. Ashmadai says, "Hope it's all good change." Though it is good change. There's definitely good change, so don't worry about me. Just need to sort of explain what's going on. So one of my goals, sort of in my personal life right now, is to add a little bit more sort of structure and stability while a lot of these things are changing, and so hopefully things will stop changing pretty soon. But yeah, I just want to sort of settle down a little bit more. And with that, there are some things that I need to commit to a little more fully, and some things that have to go for a bit. And unfortunately, one of those things is going to be this stream. And that's sort of the main point of this, is that Ferris Makes Emulators, or rather Ferris Stream Stuff as a whole, is going to go on a bit of a hiatus. Going to take a little break for a while. I don't know for how long yet, but I want to stress that this project is actually pretty important to me, not because of like building an emulator or anything, but because of like you guys have shown some awesome support, and that it's really cool to see that this whole streaming thing, can work as like a format, but it's also cool to have met a lot of the new friends that we've met along the way, and it's just been really cool, and it's been a really I don't know, really motivating personally to me to do this project. And I don't want to stop doing it altogether. I just need to, yeah, kind of take a break for a while. I think it's just an amazing thing that a bunch of people can come together and not just like watch a stream like this, but also like contribute live. Like, to me, it doesn't feel like I'm putting this content out. It feels like a lot of us are collaborating on something, and I just think that's really, really rad. So I want to thank all of you guys really sincerely for that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really can't say that enough. And I hope that we can sort of continue this journey more at some point in the future. But for now, I just need to settle down a bit and get some things sorted out over the next couple months. So I know it kind of sucks that I said I'd do an emulator stream and now I'm talking about this stuff. But I thought it would be better to sort of make this kind of announcement on the stream and make it part of the journey, rather than just saying, yeah, screw you guys, not doing this for a while. So that's kind of my goal for today and right now. I thought also explaining this would take a lot longer than it did. It's been about 4 minutes, and I expected it to be about 15 or so. So that's kind of all I got to say for right now, other than thank you guys again so much. And I'm going to let that settle for a couple minutes, and if you guys have any questions about that, fire away, and yeah. Let's see how this goes. Again, to Ashmadai's points, he said, "Hope it's all good change." It is. Again, it is good change for me. It's things should settle down a bit over the next couple months for me, and things should get a little more stable and structured like I want. It's just going to take a little bit more time. In the meantime, I will also mention that there have been actually a couple comments on the Restendo repo saying that like people have been a little bit unclear when they just see the repo, I guess, and not have like realized that this is a project that's sort of in progress, not that we've started with something complete and then we're going to go through how to make that. And I think that's actually really cool. I think it says something about how the project looks and that people realize that it's something serious. I think that's really cool. Even though I need to clarify that in documentation, but we'll figure that out. Skay says, will the stream resume as normal after a few months, or will you change that up? So I do plan to start streaming again at some point, and that's definitely something I want to do. I just want to make it sort of a thing that I can do a little more conveniently and, of course, more regularly. And so I think that I will not probably stream again until I can make that happen, or at least I won't commit to streaming until I can really make that happen. And if I do change it up, it's going to be like just sort of elaborating on the format, making it a little more, I guess, better, and sort of organizing things a little more. Like it's not going to be, if it's going to be different, it'll be good different. It's not like there's nothing about the stream that's not working for me other than the fact that I can't do it consistently. So I hope that answers your question, at least with my thoughts about it. Osmedai, it's tough to build up a streaming schedule when you have a normal working job and projects. I know all about the workload. Yeah, definitely, and it's also the, for me, the biggest thing has also just been the travel and not being able to plan that very well with the way that my job is right now, and we're fixing that stuff. Because like if I had like a 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. time slot every Saturday that I just did no matter what, I think this would be a lot easier. So, I mean, even if I had that, I think that would be enough to have me start doing it again. But right now I don't have that, and a lot of things are shifting. So just gotta, I don't know, tighten some things up. Also, I have been doing a lot of other personal projects. That's never been something that I plan on stopping doing. Some of them I haven't been streaming just because it's a little inconvenient to do so. But especially like there's some demo scene stuff. I put out a demo scene video recently on this YouTube channel as well. I thought I'd just use the same channel for both. And that was another project that I've just been working on pretty heavily the last couple weeks. But that project is not really in a state where I can stream it yet because I'm touching too many files at once, and like I literally can't keep track of it without seeing a lot of it at once, which I can't do on stream because of the big font. But when I get sort of my tools ready, then I want to sort of stream more of that process too. So again, it's stuff that I've been saying for a while that I want to stream more of this stuff. It's just not going to work out for me in the next little bit, I think. Osmai says Logicoma, if I recall correctly. Yes, that is Logicoma is the name of my PC and 64K demo group. And then I have a Super Nintendo group called Elix. Pretty fun. Osmai says, saw the demo. Nice work there. Thank you very much. A lot of things that bug me about it, but I plan to do a big write-up about it this weekend as well. So look out for that. We'll share a lot of my thoughts about it and a lot of the process on it, which should be pretty cool. So once again, I do want to reiterate that I'm by no means done streaming. I'm by no means done with this project. Just for the next little bit, it's not really something that sort of fits into the things that I need to fix. But after that, we'll be continuing this stuff. Should be really fun. Ashmedai says, also, you might want to think about how much interaction you want. On the other hand, interaction is awesome, but it will definitely cause slower pace in development versus more development and less interaction. Yeah, that's been something that's sort of interesting with the stream. So it's I almost feel like that's a separate issue because I don't really mind the fact that the project is taking a long time, and I know that part of the reason it's taking a long time is because we do a lot of interaction, and and he says maybe do a bit more like how Casey does the hero stuff. Do like an hour with focused Q&A after it, and then just like be productive in my own world. So I kind of like the interaction. Maybe we'll do a little less in the future, but I mean, it's definitely something to think about. Like that hasn't really bugged me because I've really liked it. Like I said, it's kind of felt to me like we've been kind of 25 people pair programming on this, and it hasn't been with some exceptions, feeling to me like it's too much. So, but I definitely want to think about that moving forward. Coming back to it later. Skis says, do you think Rust is and will be good at game dev? That demo I made was Rust, so if you're concerned about performance, not a problem. There were a lot of refactorings I had to do with the tool last minute to do some of the scene graph editing stuff I wanted to do that got kind of annoying, and it was basically because Rust is a lot stricter than you might need for some memory safety things. So I still think it's a hard call. I think it wouldn't be a bad choice for game dev. Would it be like better than C++ or even Jai? Dare I bring that up? I just don't really know. Skye says, in terms of ease of use, flexibility, etc. If you're more concerned about those, I would almost recommend C# or like something along that family, because you're gonna deal with a lot of memory management in Rust. The compiler's gonna help you out a ton, but you're gonna deal with it a lot. Ashmai says, that's good. I know I could not do them at the same time due to mental context, which is whatever works for you. Yeah, it definitely makes the streams more tiring, like having to do the interaction and the coding. But I think it's one of the things that makes it really fun, and I think it's one of the things that makes my stream kind of unique. So I think it's really cool. Skye says, I use Java for game dev. Can't get much worse than that. Yeah, C# would be a little better. I mean, I don't do a lot of game dev personally. I used to when I was younger, but that wouldn't be a very good example. Dero2 says, hey Ferris, here's my work in progress F# game. Told you about it. He's whispering this to me, by the way. Game itself is as pure as possible, not mutable data. I actually want to share this. I'm going to take a quick peek at this and then probably share this, because I think functional games is actually a really cool little area to explore. I don't know if I would do like a commercial game in it for the most part, but this looks cool. I'm just going to share this link. Again, that's from Dero2. That looks pretty cool. Rip off of the game, rip off written in F#. I don't really have the mental capacity to dig too deep into that right now, but I would love to share that. Check that out. Functional games are rad. But I think, so I didn't really have much more to say today about this. Just that, again, I'm sorry that this is going to happen for now, but it's just something I got to do. Again, thanks guys for the support. This has been a really fun project and will continue to be a more fun project when we pick it up later. Just wanted to make the hiatus announcement on the stream. Driven, if you want to share your project, send me a link. I can share it. It sounds pretty cool. Ashmanai first streams. Ashmanai says, "I know where to stalk you." Yeah, Twitter's the best for that usually, but there are other ways. Yeah, Driven. If you give me the link, I'll share that happily. Sounds like a cool project. Rexim, how's it going? Fortunately, you just caught me at the end of a very short stream, but good to see you. W00, been so long. Yeah, good to see you again. Creelers, did I miss the announcement? Yes. Basic announcement is that I'm going on hiatus for a bit. I'll leave the rest of the explanation to the VOD. Gonna share these links from Driven. Cool Magic the Gathering tool. I'm recently getting into Netrunner a bit actually, which is pretty rad. I like those card games. John Baton 1337. Hello. Hope you don't mind me lurking. Don't mind at all. Unfortunately, you probably won't be lurking for long because we won't be streaming for much longer. But good to see you. Anyways, I think as I mentioned, I don't really have much more to add than that. So again, thank you guys. I really can't thank you enough for being supportive, and I can't wait to get this started again when it's a little more, when we can fit this a little more regularly, and yeah, make things a little more nice. Cries, how's it going? Osman Ice says, Netrunner the card game. Yeah, that's the one. Creeler, sad face while you do you. Yeah, we'll come back eventually. Just gotta do what you gotta do. But I think with that, I said everything I need to say. I think we'll cut this short now. Again, thanks guys, and see you guys next time.